Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan is a prolific scorer, but he's also a dangerous drive and kick weapon. He said, "I never pay attention to the defender guarding me. I look at the four guys behind him and how they react. A lot of times I don't even look to score. I draw 3 or 4 guys and get my teammates open shots." Kevin?
Great vision, David. Thank you. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Aldridge.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
So the Nets starting 5. They've got Lowry. Bam Adebayo is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's T.J. Warren, and it's Powell in at the 2-guard spot. And for Chicago, they've got Jonas Valanciunas. Kawhi Leonard is out there with DeRozan. Then it's Harden, and it's Curry in at the point. Opening day, Steve, for some teams it's a fresh start, and for others it's the first step towards settling unfinished business, taking care of what they didn't do the previous season.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. I think those teams that came very close to maybe winning the championship or being there, those are the guys that are hungry, and those are the organization. They are chomping at the bit to start the season.
Now here's Powell. Back to Lowry. Kick to Powell. The pass to Warren. 4 on the clock. It's the three-point bomb. Warren's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Nets. Curry against Lowry. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Right side, Covington. Curry against Lowry. Here's Warren. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Curry kicks to DeRozan. Passes it to Valanciunas. On its way from Curry for 2. Buries the jump shot.
Well, coming off the pick, tight, shoulder to shoulder, and then creating space with the dribble. Nice move from Stephen Curry.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Covington against Leonard. Here's Warren, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Pass to Harden. High, arcing shot. The rebound by the Nets. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
And they scratched out a close win the last time these two teams met. I think their ability to attack and create foul trouble for the opposition was a real factor.
As long as they maintain that same aggressiveness, they should be in solid shape to come away victorious again.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. It's Harden with the drive. Count that one.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Lowry passes to Adebayo. Pass to Warren. Goes back up. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Curry. And it's Leonard at the elbow. Back to Curry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
He is a massive drawing fouls. One, you have to close out on this jump shot, and he drew the contact by jumping into you. Well, at this point, it's undeniable that Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. You talking about guys like Ray Allen, he has passed up. That is big time.
The free throw drops for Curry. And there are no metrics to deny. What Curry is doing is incredible.
And at this point, we take his jaw-dropping feats for granted. He passes the numbers test, and he certainly passes the eye test. Curry, the best at what he does.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Outside Lowry. And there's the pass to Warren. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
You see the length of Valanciunas on display with that block. Just went up and got it.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Lowry with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Down low, it's stolen by Valanciunas. Leonard on the wing, defended by Covington. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it. A two-time Defensive Player of the Year, Kawhi Leonard last season averaged 27 points a game. That's what you call a two-way player.
And a career high in scoring last season for the great Kawhi Leonard.
Kevin, he maintained his elite efficiency. Kawhi Leonard's growth as a scorer has been remarkable over the course of his career.
Now here's Powell. Lob pass to Warren. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Harden against Powell. Passes it to Lowry. Looking to end the run. It's hauled in by the Bulls. It's a 6-point game. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Now here is Lowry. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Powell, the pass to Lowry. Knocked loose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. James Harden is second. Third is Chris Paul.
And with all the steals these two came away with, they probably put a thought in the back of every opponent's head, and it wasn't a very good thought.
Clock is at 3. Here's Powell.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Here's Leonard. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And that's now 7 points for Leonard.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league. out the stats for Kawhi Leonard. Last season, he played outstanding, putting up about 26 points per, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
Now here's Covington. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And his shot blocking helped as well. Those 2 blocks he had were big for them.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
On the wing, Harden. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
They're getting him shots in his spots. That's understanding your personnel.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
And that one misses.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Adebayo. Outside Lowry. Over Curry.
Stephen Curry with the hustle play on the defensive end. Great contest of the shot also.
The shot by Lowry, no good. Leonard attacking, and he uses the glass on the layup. Leonard got 9.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lowry against Curry. Lowry passes to Warren. Shoots over DeRozan. And Warren with the basket on the assist by Lowry. 10 points for T.J. Warren.
I love it. Excellent ball movement. Kyle Lowry knowing who to give it to and when.
And it's Leonard missing. Nets trail by 7. Outside Warren. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
And it's DeRozan with the extra effort. DeRozan's got his second bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Lowry with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Back to Lowry. This one for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
Hey, a part of being a good floor general is understanding when it's your shot to take. Nice read by Lowry.
Here's Leonard. And that one is off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Covington dishes to Warren. Outside Lowry. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
So often, Lowry's the guy setting up other guys on this type of play. This time, he finishes with a catch and shoot.
Inside, Powell with the steal. Here's Warren. Again, the Nets for 2.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Curry. And that time, also a missed shot.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And good that time.
And there are guys who can drive like Lowry, but not many that can shoot as well, too. That's what opens up his penetration game.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And over the last few seasons, Kyle Lowry's scoring trending downward. His assist increasing, though, dramatically, relying more on his teammates to get the job done.
So for the Bulls, Andre Drummond's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Lean comes in for James Harden. And Paul's subbed in for Curry. And then for Brooklyn, Robinson's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Christian Wood comes in for Robert Covington. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Powell. Drains it from beyond the arc. And we've seen Lowry settling for more perimeter shots in recent years.
I mean, he's always had a great motor, but you have to adapt as you get older. Some back issues starting to creep in, and important for him to stay healthy along the way.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Chicago. Here's Leonard. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Now it's a 4-point Bulls lead. Brooklyn's gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Schroeder against Levine. To the inside. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. The Bulls fast.
You see, that is just rude. Kawhi picks it, triggers the fast break. See ya.
Now here's Schroeder. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Lowry. To halt the run. Levine with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 6. Here's Paul, and it's blocked. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Schroeder. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for the Bulls. Paul passes to Leonard. Drummond trying to get himself free. Leonard, no luck.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Smitty, here's an interesting question. Over the next 5 years, which player wins the most MVP?
You know, I think it's Giannis. He's looking like the favorite right now because the way he's playing, he has a possibility to win the MVP now. And then I think also because of his age, he's the one guy. And also Anthony Davis could catch Giannis. He has that type of talent.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Lowry.
You know, a multi-time All-Star. He's an NBA champion now. It's taking some time, but Lowry has finally silenced his critics.
And Kyle Lowry drops them both. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
The shot's good from Paul.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Schroeder. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Back to Lowry. Fired from deep. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Leonard draws the double. Levine deciding where to go with it. Misses the 3.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Lowry drives in, plays it up, and banks it in. Lowry's got 12 points in the game.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Paul, right side. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. From the wing. Rebound, Brooklyn.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Warren the pass to Wood. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
it really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Paul finds Aldridge. Back to Paul. And the pass to Aldridge. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Some people claim that Aldridge is a finesse player, but he can get physical when he wants to.
Now Schroeder. From deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Bulls lead by 4. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And in 2018, DeMar DeRozan opened up about his battles with depression, hoping to have a positive impact on others.
The people ashamed to talk about it. Even myself, for a long period of time, people wonder why I was such a quiet guy, and that was part of it, not wanting to speak out about it, not wanting other people to know exactly what I was going through. But you get to a certain age where you feel like it's all about helping others. It's not about you just being a selfish person about the things you're going through. Other people going through stuff as well.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Chicago right now, they've got Levine, Aldridge out there with Andre Drummond, then it's Chris Paul, and it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. And Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. Favors can't get it to go.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Warren the pass to Lowry. Lowry drawing the double team. Schroeder. But they'll get another chance. Off target with his 3. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls.
With the basketball in hand, no one is more patient than Paul. Waits for his man to break free.
Lowry against Paul. It's Robinson high post. Schroeder outside. High post shot. Count that one. Schroeder's got 5 points now this quarter.
And for Dennis Schroeder, that's a shot the defense will give him because of his ability to blow by people.
Paul passes to Aldridge. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists here tonight. Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still as strong as ever.
The shot's good. Levine's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Passes it to Lowry. Warren with the ball. He's covered by Leonard. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. James Harden, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. The Nets also changing it up. Robert Covington comes in for Warren. And it's Powell in for Kyle Lowry. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Powell with it. Now defended by LaVine. Outside for Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Schroeder. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. Powell against Harden. Here's the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside, Covington. Knocks it loose and stolen by Drummond. Here's Harden. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. Harden's got 6 points.
Credit the length and athleticism of Drummond to get things started. He's the rare center who picks up a lot of steals.
Now here's Schroeder. He has 5. Covington's shot is off. Harden against Powell. Yep, that one goes in there. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And here is Powell. No points in the game yet for him. Paul with the steal. It's good. It's his 2nd basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Well, Steve, it's expected that we'll eventually allow 18-year-olds to enter the NBA draft. You're a proud Michigan State alum. Are you concerned players may miss something by choosing to skip the college experience?
You know, Kevin, in this situation, for sure, there are some players that I would say is going to make some mistakes and maybe come out too early and not be ready. But I think we have to allow them to have these decisions and not have these decisions taken away from them. I love college, but there are some guys that are just ready to go play in the NBA, just like other areas of life. When you're ready, you're ready.
Chicago making some changes. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Aldridge. DeRozan comes in for LaVine, and Steph Curry subbed in for Chris Paul. And the Nets also making a change. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Now here's Powell. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Pass to Schroeder. They could use a bucket. And he sinks the layup. Schroeder's got 7 now in this quarter.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Harden the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Harden. Takes a 3. Here's Drummond. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
And now the adventure begins. Drummond, one of the worst free throw shooters on the planet.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And they lost that last game. But And they lost that last game by a slim margin, and you can't help but think that if he'd had a better night at the stripe, the result could have been different.
And he can't get the first one.
I love this. Andre Drummond has gone on record saying he is one of the last true centers in the league. Hard to argue with that statement, given how Drummond has played.
He hits the second from the line. The rebounding and defense Drummond provides, Smitty, feels similar to an old-school center.
Yeah, it does. Drummond is still very effective, even without having an outside shot. But he's gotten better at that. Most centers now can shoot threes, but Drummond is happy to stick to what he does best.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
They get it back outside for Curry. Launches a three, knocks down the three ball. Curry's got 7.
This is what the fans come to see. Steph at his finest, putting on a show.
Powell dishes to Schroeder. Adebayo passes to Schroeder. DeRozan with the rebound.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
He dishes it to Harden. Pass to Drummond. Powell against Curry. A floater, and the rejection by Favors.
What perfect timing on that play. Derek Favors, an outstanding shot blocker.
DeRozan against Schroeder. Now here's Adebayo. He's tightly guarded. Chicago leading by 21. To the middle. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan, so athletic, rising up to slam it home. Great finish.
Schroeder against Curry. Here's Schroeder. 7 points in the game. And he's going up for the alley-oop. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Now the feed to Harden. It's good. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Schroeder looking over the floor. Harden against Powell. And the Nets miss again.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And DeRozan kicks to Curry. Got a piece of it, and they'll keep possession. He gets it in there. Rogers has got his first points in this one.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Woods checked in.
And now a look at James Harden. Great showing for him last season. First in scoring, second in steals, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him. and you can't even really contain him. Now, here's Adebayo. There's the pass to Powell. Good on the three-point shot. Powell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Curry passes to Valanciunas. He kicks to DeRozan.
Boy, did he go way up for that one. Oof. Incredible leaper, explosive finisher. DeRozan with one of his acrobatic dunks.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 7. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Powell. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Now here's Schroeder. Floats one, and it's good on the layup. Schroeder's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Pass to Drummond. On the wing, DeRozan. Defended by Covington. Pass to Harden. Shot clock at 5. Stripped away. Here's the break. Here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And steady improvement, Smitty, for Lithuanian big man Jonas Valanciunas. You look at his per-minute numbers, pretty impressive.
They are. He'll give you 20 and 10 with 30 minutes a night. But in today's game, it's so perimeter-oriented. Will he get that opportunity?
And the first one at the line is good.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon.
And the Bulls making a change here. Leonard's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, T.J. Warren comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Lowry in for Dennis Schroeder. That one is no good. Brooklyn's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Powell against Curry. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Lowry, 6 on the shot clock, and they get it back.
They are really struggling from the floor. And after that solid opening quarter, you can see now he is definitely starting to cool off.
Curry, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Curry's got 9 points.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
It's Powell on the wing. There's 18 seconds left now here in the second. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Nets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Curry looking it over. Leonard finds DeRozan. And he makes that one. DeRozan's got 10 points in the quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 20 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
What you like about Kawhi Leonard, efficient in everything he does. Rarely does he take an extra dribble, doesn't take bad shots, and he passes in the right position to make the play.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Robert Covington. Powell is out there with Lowry. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Warren in at the 3 spot. Now here's DeRozan. Shoots over Warren. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
When DeRozan senses he's on a roll, he becomes hyper-aggressive.
Curry against Lowry. Pass to Warren. No good on that one. Nice D from DeRozan. And so Curry will bring it up for the Bulls. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Misses in close.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And technically it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. And Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
Well, I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. Lowry can't get it to go.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
Curry, good. Curry's got 11 points.
It's a treat to watch his ball handling. He has the basketball on a string.
Lowry against Curry. Lowry passes to Warren. Let's go. Finds himself wide open and drills it. He's got 14.
That was the first make of the half. 1 for 4 now. Let's see if that gets them going.
From deep Harden, it's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Warren dishes to Lowry. Warren against Curry. And Warren, here we go. Nice D from Valanciunas.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And the first one drops. Steve, nothing finer than having a star on your team who also makes everyone else feel better, feel involved, right?
You're totally right, Kevin. I talked to a lot of these general managers and owners, and they talk about they're looking for the unselfish star. Not just the star, the unselfish star. What they mean by that, on the court, off the court, the guy that understands it's about team versus him.
Greg, you talk about the quiet producers in the league. T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
Now here's Curry. 11 points in the game. Clock at 4. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Warren. Curry with the steal. On the wing, Harden with the shot. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Harden's got 12 in the game.
We don't talk about it enough. Curry has unbelievable vision.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And the basket by Curry. 13 points in the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Now here's Powell. 7 points in the game. And a deep 3 from Lowry. From beyond the arc and then some.
And that was from way downtown. Lowry truly is a gifted shooter from distance.
Harden kicks to Curry. And DeRozan. Here we go. Good on the bucket.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Levine's checked in for Chicago. And the Nets also making a change. Robinson's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Warren the pass to Lowry. Over Harden. Lowry can't get it to go.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. The pass to Warren. Sinks the 15-footer. Warren's got 6 here in this quarter.
just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Leonard against Robinson, 13 feet away. Leonard, no luck. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside Lowry. Dishes it to Warren. 5 on the clock. Ball's knocked loose. He's got a clear path. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Look at the way Valanciunas ran the floor on that break. Very few centers can get up and down the floor like that.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. DeRozan against Warren. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Harden against Lowry. Harden the pass to DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
And there's the strength we talk about with DeRozan. Converting through contact. Absolutely terrific.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight. So for the Bulls, LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Chris Paul's subbed in for James Harden. And then for Brooklyn, Christian Woods checked in for Bam Adebayo, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Norman Powell. That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
I mean, a terrific free throw shooter. DeRozan really pushes the action, looking to score and or get fouled.
Now here is Lowry. He's got 15. Outside Robinson. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. And the Nets another 3.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside, Levine. Passes to Aldridge. Feeds it to Leonard. Misses from close range.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Schroeder kicks to Lowry. Pass to Warren. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Outside, Levine. Outside, Aldridge. In the corner, it's Levine. For the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Levine's got 7.
Nice form. The elbow right in line. Zach LaVine has a fantastic looking shot.
Pass to Warren. Got a piece of it, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Friday, they'll be playing the Clippers in Los Angeles. Then on Sunday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings. Chicago with the ball. Paul looking around. Here's Aldridge. Robinson with the block, but he recovers it. Tries again. Schroeder outside, and DeRozan sends it back.
With that leaping ability of DeRozan, he can go get it.
Ball right side to the paint, poked loose. It's stolen by Schroeder. Left side, Warren kicks it out to Schroeder. Back to Warren, over Aldridge. And the Nets miss again.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call, Brooklyn the foul. The Bulls have hit 6 free throws in 10 attempts.
shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. The Bulls making a switch here. Drummond's checked in. Both free throws good from DeRozan.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit. Get into the foul line here in the second half.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
Paul finds DeRozan. Can he keep it going? The shot, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Inside, here's Warren. Rebound by the Bulls. Drummond's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Levine, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Attacking with purpose. Levine takes the contact, finishes strong, now goes to the line for one more.
Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
Free throw good, Levine.
And with this team, Zach LaVine has been thrust into the role of the leader. Still young in his own right, but as a rising star and a large part of the future, responsibilities have fallen in his lap.
Here's Wood, the dish to Warren. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Levine, and the jam by Levine.
A lot of guys play above the rim. Levine plays above the square box on the backboard.
And so Lowry will bring it up for Brooklyn. And for Levine, he is the best scorer on the team. And you know what, Smitty? He should be a leader.
You're right. That isn't something that's easy to step right into. After losses pile up, you feel more pressure and want to take over every game. Zach LaVine should be up to the task, but it will take some adjusting.
Here's Levine, following the basket by T.J. Warren. Count it.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Lowry dishes to Schroeder. 1:16 left in the third quarter of the game. Wood, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Now let's see the stat sheet here on Chris Paul. He's coming off an excellent season. 3rd in assists. And his ability to pressure and disrupt defensively was obvious. He ranked 3rd in the league in steals.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists last year. He did a great job of setting the pace, finding the open man, making the simple delivery. The first free throw is good. Curry's checked in for Chicago. Derek Favors checked in for the Nets. Robert Covington comes in for Warren. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, DeMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
Here's Schroeder, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Schroeder, right side. Outside Favors. And it's sent back by Drummond.
That rejection was well timed. Get that shot out of here. Drummond staying patient, waiting for the right moment to pounce.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets always the result of that extra effort.
Ball against Lowry. Kicks to Schroeder. Back to Lowry. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Covington. Just 2 to shoot. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Seconds left in the third. Fires from the wing. Curry can't get it to go.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
And so it's Chicago, holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Right back after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting a meager 37% for the game. Aldridge out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Murray. Then it's Holiday. And it's Hield in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
It's incredible. And I'll tell you what, it's a joy to watch. There's more to his game than threes and dunks.
Now here's Murray. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Drummond. And so Murray nails both of them.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. White the pass to Porter. We know, Steve, the NBA looking at lowering the draft eligibility age from 19 to 18. The one-and-dones would be gone. You like the move?
I do like the move, Kevin. I would just love to have a lot of things in place for these younger guys, whether they're 18, 19, some guys at 25. There's something in place to help these guys, especially some of the things they're having problems with off the court and also financially. Have some kind of third eye to be able to help these guys.
And this is where the G League comes into play, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Here's Jordan after the basket by Brooklyn.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play, defended the shot, and then finished it off with the rebound.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is off. And he's good on the second. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Holiday with it. Steve, revenue's climbing. We're seeing some star players make $40+ million a year. Top coaches making around $10 million a year. My goodness. You think coaches are due for a raise, though, Steve?
You know, I think all parties involved, the numbers will keep going up, Kevin. The franchise values are going up to over $1 billion. So I think coaches will get a raise, players will get a raise, and the guys that are playing at a high level, especially for coaches, if they're winning, their numbers will go up.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Brooklyn. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. White the pass to Beasley. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Bulls have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Hield the pass to Jordan. Aldridge against Bryant. And Aldridge the basket on the assist by Murray.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
White against Murray. Outside Porter. The high post shot. Chalk up 2 there.
Known for his range, then also the length at the rim. But Porter showing us he can do it in the mid-range.
Holiday the pass to Murray. You know, Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
3-on-3. And the layup's good off the glass. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Now here's White. Outside Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Otto Porter is in attack mode. When he gets to the rim, he gets there in a hurry.
Murray kicks to Hield. Aldridge against Bryant. Aldridge, no luck.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Outside White. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
I mean, showing great anticipation. Aldridge was all over that shot.
Murray dishes to Hield. And it's good, 2 points. Hield's got his first points of the night.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Now White. Outside Bryant. Right side White. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
And that one falls for White. So much new technology. A lot of it's so exciting, Steve. Did you see the demo of the jersey that can change a player's name and number the other day? Wow, that was something.
I did. I saw the demonstration that Adam Silver did. It is fantastic. I was thinking about myself, Kevin. I played for 7 teams. That's a lot of changing of the name and number.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's White following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. White the pass to Porter. And Favors kicks to Porter. And the Nets miss again.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Healed. And it's sent back by Bryant. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. White against Murray. They kick out to Hield. Now the pass to Aldridge. 5 to shoot. Jordan trying to free himself up.
And the shooting percentage, it's taken a dip in this second half.
They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Tipped away. Beasley, the pass to White.
Love the determination by Murray on defense, really doing his best to pester these shooters.
The layup missed.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Smitty, with players like Curry and Lillard taking such high difficulty shots from deep range. I mean, these are just amazing. Some have said that it's hurting the game and that kids will try to emulate it. What do you think about that?
You know, Kevin, I think it is to some point, and to this point where so many kids now at a younger age are shooting the 3 ball from so deep. I would love for a lot of these guys to be able to show the work they put in, and then those kids try to emulate that.
And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
You know, the shooting ability of Derek Favors combined with his size makes him a hard matchup for most defenses.
And so White will bring it up for the Nets. Holiday against Beasley. Here's Bryant. Got a hand on it. Holiday surveying the floor. Passes it to Aldridge. Just 5 on the clock. For 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Bryant's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Beasley. Porter trying to free himself up. Banked in off the glass. Beasley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Murray dishes to Aldridge. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No, he's standing 6'11" with a 7'5" wingspan. LaMarcus Aldridge prefers playing power forward, but make no mistake, he has the size to hang with the big dogs at center.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And with his height and reach, not many that can block Aldridge's turnaround jumper.
His release on his jump shot is so high. The rainbow art, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
Christian Woods checked in for Brooklyn. Good on both. Well, we were just talking about this, Steve, as the game of basketball always evolves. You look at the WNBA now. The quality of play there is terrific.
The talent level in the WNBA is at an all-time high. I love watching and gaining some tricks on how they play the game. And also, Kevin, athletically, there's a lot of young ladies being able to dunk the basketball now.
Absolutely amazing. You're right, Steve. And it's the Bulls with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Murray. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Beasley. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. White against Holiday. White down low. Beasley outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Beasley's got 7 now in this quarter.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
And Holiday kicks to Murray. Hit the floater. Nice D from Porter. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Outside, White. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 7 rebounds in the game. For 3, Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
And it's blocked by Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan is a force on defense. Tough to finish when he's lurking.
Lobs it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And DeAndre is one of the best in the business in that situation. You let him sneak in behind you, and you're going to pay.
White against Murray. Pass to Porter. Overhealed. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Bulls shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Murray against White. Murray, the pass to Jordan. It's hauled in by Wood. And for the Nets, they're shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. White, the pass to Porter. And stolen by Murray. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Murray's got 6 here in this quarter.
Can't allow Murray to beat you to the rack. He really turns on the jets in the open floor.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Now here's Beasley to the middle. Here's Porter. Chicago grabs the miss. Jordan's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Over to the wing. Here's Aldridge. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for DeMar DeRozan.
He really played at his preferred pace. Never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Here's Murray following the bucket by the Nets. Drummond in the post. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Murray. Nice D from Bryant. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Two shots.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for White. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Watch Murray.
Murray surveying the D. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, what do you think this team's identity is this season?
You know, we just have so many guys that can score. It's going to be somebody's night every night, like I keep saying. But we're also, our half-court offense is getting a lot better.
The ball is moving around, DeAndre. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.